Hi, I'm Dave once again with TJN, the Jesus Network. It is time to change the planet. And what is so exciting to us is to find groups and ministries and outreaches that are finding creative ways to help people. You know, there's a story in the Democrat Herald, which is a newspaper in Albany, Oregon, about the business community coming together to help an Albany family who are having difficulty because they were sharing rent with another person. That other person left, and they were faced with possibly having to live in their car. But the businesses in the community stepped up and refurbished a travel trailer, so now this family has a place to stay. And they did this without federal grants. They did this without anybody telling them to do it. They did it because they needed to help someone in need, and they stepped up to the plate. And on our website we'll have a thank you for these folks and mention the family's name. But there's a ministry also here in Albany, Oregon called Albany Helping Hands. And as you drive past, there's a sign out on the street saying, "Pray for Albany Helping Hands." And if you could step down here a little bit. Paul is the director of Albany Helping Hands, and we're standing in front of a field, and they have a tremendous idea about how to help people. In this field right behind me is a plowed field. And what they're offering to you, if you're living in the Albany area, is if you come and you work the ground, they'll let you use this ground for free. They'll plant the seed, they'll fertilize it, they'll water it. You just have to put in some sweat equity. You just have to come out and till the ground a little bit, and you get to keep the produce. So Paul, why are you doing that?
Well, it's a fundamental way to help the people that are low income. If we can help reduce the overhead of those families, then they're able to stay in the places that they're living. And food is one way that we can help with that. And out here we have 9 acres of land that we grow vegetables. And last year we utilized about 2,000 pounds of it at the shelter. But there was about 8,000 pounds that we couldn't sell, that nobody would come out and buy. So we donated that to the community. And then the idea came up, well, you know, if the community really wants to be involved, if the community really wants to help those people that are struggling, get the word out that we're willing to provide a couple of acres of land with 4 by 10 plots put out there. We'll cultivate, we'll fertilize like you were saying, we'll plant the vegetables, whatever they want, it's their choice, and we'll water it. All we ask them to do is come out and keep it weeded, and when the produce is ready to be picked, pick it. And if they're not sure what needs to be picked when, well, we have Dan Bolger here that can help them figure that out as well. So, you know, it's a great opportunity for the churches to step up if they have families that are low income, that are hurting right now this time of year for food, or especially coming up, you know, in the winter months. You know, this is a perfect opportunity for those churches to step up, get their people involved, and get out here to the garden market and grow some vegetables.
You know, Paul, there's a saying that's being more commonly used, thankfully, these days, giving a hand up and not a hand out, and that's what you're trying to do.
Right. I think that the fundamental purpose here is to teach a man to fish. You won't have to teach him tomorrow. He can go out and fish on his own. And that's what we're trying to do here, is give stability and independence to the individuals. You know, nobody likes to be taken care of, you know, and what we're doing is providing opportunities for the people to take care of themselves. They just need the opportunity. They need the opportunity, and that's what we're trying to provide. But we need the help of the churches. Without the help of the churches, we're flat on our back.
So what we have here is we have a plowed piece of ground. If you're a church and you know people in your congregation, people in the community that need food, they've lost their job, they're living in their car, whatever, if they'll come out here and help actually put some sweat equity in it and actually work this ground, then they'll provide the seed, they'll provide the water, they'll provide even the knowledge and the advice, the encouragement. You just come out and you work the ground here a little bit, and you can raise your own food. This is great for somebody living in an apartment complex. It may be in their car. They don't have anywhere to grow their vegetables. But right here, there's free ground for you to come out, put your hand to the plow, so to speak. Only they'll already have done the plowing. But you need to do a little weeding, you need to do a little maintenance, you need to do a little work. You do that little work and you can have some free food. So Paul, bless you for doing this. This is an absolutely amazing idea.
Well, I think it's the idea comes from the people at the shelter. I mean, you know, I'm the face of the organization, but I rely on these individuals here to tell us what we need to do to help the people. And when you talk to the homeless people, they'll tell you what they need. We just have to be attentive enough and understand what it is that we need to do to provide for them to be able to get back on their feet in a stable living situation.
So how soon can they start planting here? Obviously, this is first part of August now.
Yeah, it's probably too late this year unless they want to put in some winter crops like broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower. Those kind of things grow pretty good in the fall time. But this is where all the churches should get together and let's do something for next spring. Let's set this up where we've got 20 plots out here where 20 different families can come out here and grow their own food. You know, and we have a good relationship with like the county extension service with the master gardeners. If they want to know how to can, we can set them up with those master gardeners that can teach them how to can the vegetables that they're growing. You know, they can grow corn. We grow a lot of corn here. We grow a lot of squash. We grow tomatoes. You know, this soil is fertile, you know, and we don't add a lot of pesticides to the ground, or we don't put a lot of fertilizer. Nitrogen is about the only thing that we use out here. Most of it is just Mother Nature. You know, we get a lot of manure in from the cow farmers and stuff that we put into the fields once in a while. So, you know, we really try to develop a network for the community. But we can't do this on our own. I'm one person. We're just a group of 5 people here. You know, what we need is the support from the community, the support from the churches. I mean, the churches talk about how to help people. You know, well, we have a saying around here. It's the rubber meets the road here at Albany Helping Hands. We're the ones that are offering the hand up, not the hand out. You know, and that mantra is something that we chant all the time. You know, because we know how to help the people. We just don't have all the resources available. You talk about the story in the newspaper. The guys, we were talking about that this morning. You know, we do this on a daily basis. You know, we've put together several different trailers that people live in. You know, we've helped them. You know, and this is really what has to be done. A lot of people get together and think they know what the answers are. Well, I can tell you who knows the answers: the homeless people. They know what they need to get out of the situation that they're in. Are we going to support them? Are we going to be here to help them? And right now, to help them is to help yourself. And that sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Help yourself by coming out here. And what we get out of that, you know, that's really the bottom line. What do we get out of it? We get out of it the feeling that we're connected with the community. We start to feel like we're part of what's going on in our communities. We feel that the churches are reaching out to us and that Christ is there driving that whole mechanism. You know, and when we come together, when the hands come together, you know, it's a praying sign. You know, it's a sign of praise to the Lord for all that He's given us. It's a thanks. It's a gratitude, you know, that they feel in their hearts, that we feel in our hearts when we help somebody. You know, you talk about the story in the newspaper. Those builders probably went home that night and just felt like, wow, you know, we did something, you know. Well, we're offering that opportunity every day to have that wow, I did something feeling. And to come out here is like communing with nature, but it's also finding out that the people that are homeless, they're probably your neighbors, or were your neighbors, or are going to be your neighbors in the future. You know, maybe the guy that's living next door to you, he's having a hard time. Maybe he doesn't come over and talk about it. Maybe they're trying to figure out what kind of food that they can buy this week with the money that they have. Here's an opportunity. You know, here's an opportunity to come out. And even if you want to come out and you don't need the food, I'm sure there's somebody in the church that could use it. You know, we provide food for several of the organizations here in town that do meals, like the Tuesday night meal in the park, and I know that one of the churches here has a meal on Monday nights. They say they serve about 200 to 400 people, you know, at each one of these events. Well, we help provide that food. You know, we're kind of a clearinghouse for the vegetables and some of the other produce that we get from around the area. So this is a wonderful opportunity for the churches that want to help their congregation, that want to help members of their congregation. Doesn't take much effort. One phone call, 541-926-4036. They get right into us, and we'll get them set up with a plot, and off and running they go.
Do you have a website where people are going to be watching this online? If they maybe somebody in Indianapolis or Texas is watching this and want to support you.
We do. It's www.albanyhh.org. And go there and you can tie into a whole bunch of different service aspects.
Do you have a way for people to donate online?
We do. You can donate. We have a Treasury Pro setup that you can, you know, make donations, or you can go through PayPal. We have different ways that they can donate. So.
Okay, well, guys and gals, bless you for doing all you do and helping out the community. Hey, it's right here. The ground is ready. All you have to do is come out and get your hands a little dirty, But if you do it, you'll get some free food, and it's fresh food, and it's good for you. And Albany Helping Hands, like the name says, is ready to help you. You know, we're on the search for stories like this. We want to go all over the state of Oregon with TJN, the Jesus Network, and find stories like this that are encouraging and ways that we're coming together to help one another. So often we think that the state government and the federal government are the key to our answer, are the answer, and we just go there and get some more grant money. Well, the problem is the state and federal government, and I know we could debate this, is running out of money. The federal government is in deficit. They do have money, and there are grants available, and we do encourage you to apply for those. But I think the real key to building community and building relationships is helping one another, just like Albany Helping Hands is doing. That's what we need to do to increase community. When we increase community, the crime rate goes down because we're not likely to commit crimes against people that we know, the people we care about. It's about community. And as we share one with another, like the Bible says, that's what we need to do. We need to be one as the Father and Jesus Christ are one. That's what Jesus prayed. He prayed, Father, let them be one as you and I are one. And projects like this are ways for us to come together as the body of Christ. One of the things that we often think about in TJN is, what does the body of Christ look like today? What does it look like today? It looks like this. It looks like Albany Helping Hands. If you are involved in a story, a project like that, we'd like to hear from you because we want to do a story and get the word out. Paul, thank you for all you guys do.
You bet you. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Hey, we're here talking to Bobby Moore, who is the property manager at Albany Helping Hands. And Bobby, how long have you been here?
8 years.
8 years. Why do you do this?
I love people. Do the work of the Lord. Try.
There's something you wanted to share with us. What's God put on your heart?
You know, we get, God bless them people that, that give us all our donations. We really need them, we use them. But, we need more involvement too. I mean, the donations is a blessing. But anybody that, wants to change their really everyday way of life, that they're bored sitting at home, they just want to get out and do something.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're here for too. I mean, if you get bored, come out and see us. We'll help you do something.
You'll put them to work.
Yeah, right. But we got, not only here, we got other thrift stores. We got the shelter. I mean, if you feel like you're just being bored, sitting at home, come down and see us. Rest assured you won't be bored no more.
What kinds of, so if they're wondering, if they're sitting home watching this and wondering what you're going to make them do, what kinds of jobs are there here for them?
We're going to give them a choice. Like I said, we got a thrift store they can go volunteer at. They come out here and volunteer at the farm. We got a wood lot over here that the wood is graciously donated to us, and we do have about wintertime, we do, we pass out a lot of wood. During the wintertime, people can't afford wood. So and we got the shelter part. Come in there, work in the kitchen. Donate your time in the kitchen. Come over property management side over there, and I'll let you fold towels. Just anything. If you get bored, just come on out. We'll let you.
The donations are wonderful, but as you actually get together, as you actually come out here and actually do some work,
right,
you get to know people.
That's right, and that's what we donations are a blessing, like I said, but the hands too, when you come out here and help us out a lot, is also a blessing.
You get to put a face to what you're helping and who you're helping.
That's right.
Okay, well, Bobby, thank you for what you do, and everybody here at Albany Helping Hands, thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
You want to come on over here? What's your name?
My name is Peggy Hickman.
Peggy Hickman, what do you do here at Albany Helping Hands?
I run the produce store.
The produce store.
Yeah.
So people can come here and actually buy freshly grown produce.
And when community comes out, they help not only just everybody else, but they help people like me who are homeless. They gave us a chance to improve ourselves. So any kind of chance they can help us, we can help back. We can give back to the community.
So you were homeless, are homeless?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So how does it make you feel when people actually come out and actually do something to help work, actually put their hands to a task, to say, I want to help you, and actually get to know you and get involved in physically helping you?
Actually, it's a great feeling because you know that you're helping somebody else and they're helping other people. So the more that we help, the more somebody else can help. It's kind of like a chain reaction.
Donations are great, and we do need your money, but boy, it sure means a lot when you actually look them in the eye and see them actually working to do things like you guys do out here every day, build trailers or refurbish trailers and actually do things to help people.
Well, giving back to the community is the best thing to do. I mean, they're for us to help. I mean, they help us. Why can't we help them in return? That's what it should be.
Okay, well, God bless you. Thank you for helping out here at Albany Helping Hands.
Thank you.
That's what it's all about, folks. It's helping people, and the ministry here is Albany Helping Hands in Albany, Oregon. That's what they do. They help you. Talking now to Wayne Oakes, who is the thrift store manager at Albany Helping Hands. And Wayne, God bless you for all you do out here.
Well, we've had a long, hard job with getting all the thrift store up and running, but we have a lot of great things there now. And the support that we get with the donations into the thrift store is enormous.
Where is the thrift store located?
It's over on First Street, and the support we get from the community is fantastic.
And the thrift store is an important part of what you do for Albany Helping Hands because it actually helps put recycle items back into the community and creates money for what you do here.
Yes, all the money that actually goes into the store all goes to support the shelter. That's all the money entirely all goes into the shelter.
Okay. What does it mean personally to you? What do you personally get out of this?
I see the people that come into the store that they can't afford to go anywhere else to buy their things, and a lot of the people that come in, have just got nothing, and we do everything we can to help every single one of these guys.
Okay, well, God bless you for all you do.
Thank you.
That's how you do it. Help people. I'm Dave Adams, TJN, the Jesus Network. It's time to change the planet.